For every generation, there is a legend. Behind every legend is a story. Stories born of hardships and glory, and triumphs of the human spirit. In early December 1999, 4 film students set out to create what they believed would become a classic in American film. The story's beginnings were born out of the mind of famed director and writer K. Allen Slayton.
Well, I feel like all great works of fiction to some degree come from the writer, author's own experiences, and I would have to say that is the case in this story. I based it loosely on experiences I've had in the past and people I've known, and it's kind of like my alter ego, you know. It's partly me, but partly fiction.
With the help of longtime friend and fellow filmmaker Sarah Chase, the project began transforming from vision into reality.
Has the vision, knows what he wants to get done, and I make sure that it gets done. I'm in charge of the accounting, the actors, making sure they show up on time. Everything gets done correctly.
The directors knew that for their vision to be realized, they needed the genius of world-renowned cinematographer Sarah Toombs.
Well, to sum it up, my job is to take the director's vision and turn it into reality. I find the set and I calculate all the different elements like the sun, set if it's outside, or the degree of light. I make sure that where we're filming is legal. So basically all that the director has conjured up in his mind, it's my responsibility to portray that to the audience. Spanning.
No other location would have been more picturesque than the glistening beaches and stoic piers of Charleston, South Carolina. In addition to the natural setting, costuming and set design played a key role in bringing the story to life. This was the job of set and costume designer Casey Slater.
As set designer, costume designer, it's my job to get things that to add to the movie. The costumes have to be a part of the movie. The props, going anywhere and everywhere to get props to fit into the movie, to make it more alive, to make it more real. That is my job.
Where did you find these things?
Friends, with the fishing pole, Walmart for the cart, clothes in everybody's closets, just search through. That's how we get them.
Nothing's easy for the filmmakers. Early in the shoot, problems arose with the set, crew, and equipment.
Well, we run into many problems on this set. Number one, we don't have a set. Number two, we don't have any actors. This morning we got here at 4 in the morning and both of our video cameras wouldn't work. Then one of our tapes got stuck in one of the video cameras. So in order to get that out, I broke the cover. What has gone right? Well, we did get some good early morning shots. And it's a beautiful day.
Extreme circumstances call for extreme measures. The crew was fortunate to discover a second pier that proved to be better than the first.
I found a location to shoot since before we could not officially and legally shoot where we had intended. Just one of those things you face as a production crew. I think we're handling it well.
What are you going to do right now?
Right now we're setting to shoot the actual talking scenes of the film. And so we're looking for actors too because we had a little bit...
What was that? What are you doing?
We're looking for actors right now as well because we had a, what some call strikes or walkouts, any of those things. We had one of those take place and having trouble finding...
Because we don't pay well.
We don't pay well, yeah.
The dynamic acting team, Sarah and Aaron Toombs, eagerly accepted essential roles just as the crew was beginning to fold the project.
When I got a call from Alan asking me to do this part, I was really excited about it. I've done a few other shows that Alan's produced, and he's a great guy to work with. Also, the other actor, Aaron, he's just, full of vitality. It's just great. This show, it had a lot of heart, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to play in this Pier Pro Charlie.
Somebody's calling my name. Somebody's calling my name.
The heart of the film was the character, Pier Pro Charlie.
Somebody's calling my name, crying, oh my Lord, oh my Lord, what shall I do? What shall I do?
The intention of the writer was for Charlie to represent every man. Deep within the heart of humanity lies pain, dignity, and the loss of and the longing to regain love forlorn.
Well, the reason I wanted to work with Alan is because he seemed like a really good guy, and he had a vision for this film, Pier Pro Charlie. And
You don't work for pay.
And I don't work for pay, and it's just out of my good heart that I wanted to come out here and help these guys put this film together. And it's been a lot of fun out here, just hanging out on the coast and acting like Charlie.
One of the great and most enjoyed events on the movie set is the catering. For the cast of Pier Pro Charlie, master culinary artist Jean-Pierre Van Polfet provided a savory delicacies in between takes.
Maintenant, on va manger les choses ici. C'est tellement beau. Et ça, c'est pour le film Pier Pro Charlie. Nous sommes là à la Pierre et c'est tellement beau.
Oh, wait.
Ça, c'est tout.
Later that evening, the crew finally finished filming. All that would remain is the post-production process. The first step in the process, and one of the film's most essential, is the soundtrack. To help bring Pier Pro Charlie to life through music, classical guitarist and developed musician, Dr. Rodney Lewis was enlisted.
So my job with the score of Pier Pro Charlie was to read the script, or I guess the libretto, the background, to get an idea of who the Pier Pro was and what the story was trying to say, and then to come up with music that more or less deals with the emotion or the mood of the story, not necessarily tells it. Highly influenced by my knowledge of the director and his personality, and so in a sense we're working together without actually working together, just our prior experiences. So those are the influences on the musical score of Pier Pro Charlie.
With the soundtracking process, so began the most time-consuming and arduous task of filmmaking, the editing. For this mammoth task, Oscar-nominated editor Kim Bailey would be asked to perform miracles.
My job is to edit the video. Basically, you take what's on the camera and you put it on here and it digitizes it. Then you cut it down to what you want and you put it all together like a sandwich. And you play it back and it's perfect. Then you add voice and music. And then you decide if you want it. If you don't want it, you scratch it and start over.
Can you tell us a little bit about working with the famed director Kenneth Allen Slayton?
He's wonderful. He's great. I always look forward to it. He's wonderful.
It would not be appropriate unless we gave some of the behind-the-scenes workers an opportunity to give their impression of the project. Set security captain Sam Manuel.
So this is basically our job here is to protect the actors from any kind of rioting fans. There have been some episodes of stalking. We've had to put an end to that. We're not exactly at a point now where we can. We're not at a point now where we can discuss what we had to do with that stalker fan. We just want to, if fans do see this tape, let them know ahead of time that they need to really keep themselves in check because we run a tight ship. Our job isn't to be your friend. We're here to ensure the safety and the security of the film crew as well as the actors. They're our top priority. We do our job well. We'll use force, we'll use chemical warfare, we'll use whatever methods are necessary. Just remember that. We're A1 security. In 1973, we were sent to prison for a crime we didn't commit. We escaped to the Los Angeles Underground, where we've been mercenaries for hire for the last 10 years. If you can find us, and if you have the money, you can hire the A-Team. I gotta go.
If every generation has a legend, if behind every legend is a story, and if stories are born of hardship, glory, and the triumph of human spirit, so the making of a legend is what you have here.